justifiable homicide?
Because if it's
How do you
selfish,
justify
it's
homicide
bad.
then?
Self-defense.
Yeah, that's like fair. That's fair enough. But like, if I could change this question slightly, if there was no God, if we could prove somehow, we can't. But let's say if we could prove somehow X plus Y, God doesn't exist. If He didn't exist, would you think it's okay to kill people?
Yes, sure.
That's
No morality. No morality.
No, there's no morality. God's the source of morality.
I don't think that there is a God, but I still don't think it's okay to kill people.
Well, other people think it is.
Then why do
Who are you to say it's wrong? I appeal to God. I appeal to the Bible. No, I would appeal to what works to promote the highest good of all, and what you were talking about, and works to prevent the highest misery of all. If no one murdered, if no one cheated, if no one lied, we would have a better society. If you consider truth, honesty better than lying and cheating, if you consider peace better than war, if men would universally love their enemy, there would be no more war. However, there are people that like war.
Can I make a quick, just making sure before I make my argument. You take every word of the Bible to be a literal truth.
You can't take everything about the literally, no.
You can't pick and choose what's little and most.
So then where do you draw the line, Jay?
You're selectively reading into it. You're taking some
You
metaphorically and some.
you interpret the Bible like you would any other book.
How else should I interpret you should stone
So I'm gonna
people
take the Bible like touching
who
their
commit
eye.
homosexual acts, or you should stone
Well,
them?
that would be from the context. That's thoroughly literal.
Okay, so that's literal.
Yeah,
so
but-
it's okay to kill someone on those grounds.
Under the old covenant was, yeah.
Okay, that's your belief. I'm not even going to challenge that for a second. I just want to
That's what the
address
Bible
everybody
teaches.
else. Does anyone else here think that it's okay to kill someone because they cheated on their spouse? Not like someone you know, like not because it hurts you personally. Like some stranger, if they cheated on their spouse, does anybody here think it's okay to kill that person? I don't think a single person here thinks that was like
Is
you.
it okay to do anything?
Well,
No one is.
you know how I stand on morality. If I can
Well, I'm
logically
asking
reason it.
this. Should there be any consequences for committing adultery? The adulterer, the person who commits
The
adultery,
government should not
there
pass
be
laws,
any consequences? And historically, there have been books on our, not enforced anymore, probably still on the books in many states, laws against adultery and penalties for doing it. And the death penalty shows how serious it is. And so many murders you'll find are within a family. Often it's on account of an adulterous relationship.
Or religious belief. Or kill someone else because they think that they're religious.
Well, but it wasn't the offended party that was to execute the adulterer. It was done to the fathers, the authorities. There would be a trial because anybody can accuse anybody of anything.
Alright, everybody here knows though, before we move on to anything else, it's not okay to kill somebody in the situation I just gave. Or if someone is homosexual, even if you're not okay with someone being a homosexual, I think it's fair to say that nobody here thinks it's alright to stone someone for their nature.
Not now because it's against our laws, but at that time it was.
Do you take our laws above God's laws?
I just want to be clear here.
Boom, that's
Like on video, I just want to.
We're not. So there's the Old Testament and there's the New Testament. It's the Old Testament that demanded the death penalty for adultery. Someone pointed out the story when they approached Jesus with an adulterous woman. Jesus did say, "Let him that's without sin amongst you cast the first stone." But they were all guilty, so they could not cast the stone.
I mean, you're trying to paint your God
So there
as
is
some
the
moral
higher
God,
law
but
of
he's not.
forgiveness, which Jesus demonstrated. We're to be ready to forgive the adulterer. We're to be ready to forgive the adulterous wife.
Can we
But it's
take
the
it back on
same
the killing
monster,
thing?
Yahweh,
So if
that, like,
God didn't say that
you ordered
killing was
the
immoral,
mass
you would
genocide
have
of
no
the
problem
Amalekites.
killing.
In no context is that morally good.
Well, I
It's the same
intuitively
monster.
know
Covenant
it's
will
immoral. I
doesn't
intuitively
matter.
know that
There's no-
through
there's
God,
no standard
because
that
man
is
is made in the image of God. If we're merely
No, but
animals,
if there was no God,
So in the
yeah,
ghetto.
if we're merely animals, like a lot of you say,
like
then I might as well have you for dinner as well as a cow.
Don't take cows.
but back to what I was saying.
At least we'll taste it.
So, if there was no God,
anything goes.
If there was no God, you would be okay with killing people,
I'm
raping
saying
people.
if I was an atheist, anything would go. Right?
So the only thing preventing you from killing people is your faith.
Is my love of God. Yes. Well, before I had faith, I was not a murderer, but I probably would have if I could have gotten away. Probably could have gotten away with it. Certainly, I was a thief. Certainly, I was a liar.
So all your
Certainly, I
wrongs
was
are
a
based on faith.
fornicator. Because I did not value life. Because I did not think I was made in the image of God. I didn't think anybody else was made in the image of God.
So you only
To
think-
me,
you
a
only think killing
female,
is wrong.
to me, a female then was just a hunk of meat, and that's how I treated them.
Last time you were here talking about
And for
what
that
shit
matter,
female race,
I
don't wanna
consider
get on
myself just a hunk of meat. So without God, my argument is yes, anything can be justified.
there. So then I can do whatever I want.
But with God,
All right, that's
there are limits. You love God, you'll obey God. You love God, you'll honor God's creation.
So then if I don't love him, I can
Now,
you can take some biology
don't love
classes.
you, just do whatever you want.
So I can do whatever I want. And that's the thing
there
too,
is no
there's
God, yeah.
But I don't love
Might
How about
make-
we do whatever we want, and the day before we
You
die
can
we repent
consider
for our
yourself
sins
to be
and we'll
the
go to
ultimate
heaven.
authority
There we
if there
go.
is no God.
It's pretty safe bet.
Now,
right?
if someone
Yeah,
comes
Roman
along
Catholic
stronger
style.
than
Yeah.
you, then say, woo!
I like how
Well, I get rid of you. What's to stop them?
What if it's
There's no God, there's no accountability, there's no ultimate justice.
So then,
Anything
okay,
goes.
answer this. Why do bad things happen to good people? And say like they follow, they're Christians or whatever, and they follow everything, and bad things happen to them. They live life perfect, right?
It's all a result of sin, not necessarily their own sin, but someone else's sin. That's why God hates sin so much. This was a good person. Do you agree? Jesus?
So God will kill someone
All
for
right.
someone else's sin?
Bad
But
things
Jesus
happened to him.
expected us
This
to
was
sin.
very bad.
Bad things
It
happen to
happened
everyone.
on account of
Stop that
sin.
shit, I don't care.
But wasn't that the plan?